Spend your lunch with Steph Renee
and the Reverend Al Sharpton.
We are 900 AM WURD Philadelphia
and 900 AM WURD.com.
Pennsylvania's only black-owned talk radio station.
The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any show on 900 AM WURD do not necessarily reflect those of ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
To the Jazz Kitchen. You're on WURD 900 AM on your dial. I'm your host, Brother Ben, and beside me I got my co-host, Mr. Darryl Jones, better known as Brother Darryl. I'd like to welcome all my tri-state listeners, and I'd like to say assalamu alaikum to my Muslim community. We're going to sit back and listen to some good smooth jazz. All right. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome back. You know, we're on every week from 10 to 12. And during every other week, we have Safe Talk. And we've been really getting ready. We're up to volume 26 with the Jazz Kitchen. As you know, all the music that you hear on Safe Talk and on the Jazz Kitchen, we have them in volumes. And this week we worked on volume 26. All the proceeds from the CD donations are used to help feed the homeless in the tri-state area. We have several locations all throughout Philadelphia that we sell the CDs. Tonight is a special night. We have our second show that comes in with a brother Dwayne out of Vegas with the Vegas Jazz Connection. And then we have one of our distant, far listeners going to call us in from Australia, Perth, telling me that the people down there in Australia are listening to the Jazz Kitchen. So we're glad to be back. I'm sitting along here with my co-host, Brother Darryl, and we got our engineer, Mr. Eric Nixon. So we're going to keep this thing moving. right. We're back. I'm your host, Brother Ben. This is WURD 900 AM. You know, you can listen to us on the web at 900amwrd.com. Direct connect. Just go on the web and hit live feed and you'll get a real good HD connect. If you want to call in and request or give us some ideas on what you'd like to hear on the show or how's everything going, you can reach us at area code 215-634-8065 and toll free 866-361-0900. You're listening to The Jazz Kitchen. All right. That's that Wayman Tisdale. May he rest in peace. You know, he was an NBA basketball player. And then he picked up that bass, man, and he ain't never looked back, man. Went to the University of Oklahoma. I mean, this boy was unreal, man. You know, I listened to a lot of his music. You know, he's a fabulous bassist. He was a great NBA player. And, you know, he just has a lot of good music. He likes to sing, and he works along with a lot of different entertainers in his time. And I've always took my hat off to him, Mr. Wayman Tisdale.
must have been an angel by my side. Something held me, came down from above. He led me to you. He led me to you. He built a bridge to your heart all the way. How many tons of love inside I can't say. When I was led to you, I knew you were the one for me. I swear the whole world could feel my heartbeat. When I lay eyes on you, you wrap me up in the color of love. You gave me the kiss of life, kiss of life. You gave me the kiss that's life, the kiss of Wasn't it clear from the start? Look, the sky is full of love. Yeah, the sky is full of love. You gave me the kiss of life, the kiss of life. You gave me the kiss that's life, the kiss of life. You gave me the kiss of life, the kiss of life. You gave me the kiss that's life, the kiss of life. You wrap me up in.
All right. Sade, Kiss of Life. I know we're probably going to be hearing something for her soon. I haven't heard her in a couple years, but you know her music always still keeps playing and always still sounds good. Sade, you're listening to WURD 900 AM on your dial. This is the Jazz Kitchen with your host, Brother Ben. We come to you every Sunday from 10 to midnight. Every Sunday. So you tell the people out there in the tri-state area about the WRD Jazz Kitchen. Tell people to listen. And like I said, if you need to, give us a call, 215-634-8065, if you have any requests. You're listening to the Jazz Kitchen. Gene LaPonte, A Taste for Your Passion. That brother's been around, man, for a minute. That violin and I mean, he plays piano, violin. He's one of the greats, man. I've always been into him for years. He's been out, man. I've been into him for about 30 years. He was one of the first artists that I ever listened to. Here at the Jazz Kitchen, what we try to do is, go back and, get into some real deep jazz, and then we try to do some modern jazz. We just want to do a little bit of everything. We're just not going to be just strictly smooth. We're going to go back to some of the Miles, the Freddie Hubbard, the Stanley Turrentine, Wes Montgomery, John Coltrane, Yusef Lateef. It's many and many more. So, like I said, if you want to call and put in a request, don't fail to do so. All right. This is the Jazz Kitchen. We're going to keep it moving. All right. Boy, Jonathan Butler, many faces. Man, Jonathan, man, he's from South Africa, songwriter, guitarist. Some, they classify him sometimes as R&B, but he has that jazz fusion piece. Many Faces was released of the album Surrender in 2002. I mean, Jonathan Butler is very versatile, man. I catch him all the time. He's always on that boat ride I told you up there on the Hudson River in New York. They have that boat ride every Wednesday night in the summer. And like I said, if you ever get an opportunity, there are always tickets. I'm going to be there live with Najee on the 17th, and I'm taking a couple of my friends up, and we're going to enjoy that boat ride. But this brother here, Jonathan Butler, is always there. He's always comes on with a couple of people. That's a real nice boat ride. I'm going to, in the future, try to put something on the Spirit of Philadelphia. I'm working on a deal right now with Marion Meadows. So we're looking for that in August. It's going to be our first Jazz Kitchen concert along with some big sponsors. I'd like to let everyone know that my co-host here, Brother Dow, is the arranger and the producer of all the music that we have in the Jazz Kitchen. As I tell you, all the music is put on CDs. We call them volumes. We're up to volume number 26, and every one of them is different. It has its own little character, and our CDs are nice CDs to listen to. You can also go on YouTube and push in the Jazz Kitchen with Brother Ben and put in whatever volume you want. In some situations online, you can push one button and it'll play all 26 of our volumes right in a row. And, you're talking of close to over 100 hours worth of music, man. And it's awesome. And that's the difference, and that's what we're bringing to this platform with the Jazz Kitchen, is just a different vibe on how to put that jazz out there. So everyone out there in the tri-state area, please let everyone know about the Jazz Kitchen, and let them know that they can listen to it online on 900amwrd.com, or they can also listen to it on the web, and also you can tune in every Sunday from 10 to 11.
Baby, you're the one I love, yeah. The queen of my heart, the light of my soul. You're more precious than anything. I don't need diamonds nor the finest gold. Darling, I cherish you, and I confess my gratitude. Bless the day you came along. You got a brother singing a brand new song, yeah. It's you. Girl, I wake up in the morning and I'm tripping 'cause I'm digging what the Lord has made. It's you. I never thought I'd be forever getting with it, but I'm oh so glad you stayed. It's you. You make it better, gotta get myself together 'cause I want you more and more. It's you. Girl, it's hard to ignore. It's you. A new life has come to pass. I'm taking my baby home at last. I know I found my destiny, girl, 'cause you're bringing out the best in me. So whatever the future may hold, girl, I'll be loving you only from head to toe. Undivided, our love will stand. 'Cause you are my woman, stand. 'Cause you are my woman, yeah. And I'm proud to be your man. It's you. Yeah. It's always been you. It's you. Got a brother digging you, girl. It's you. Ooh, darling, it's you. It's you. Oh, oh. Hey, girl, yeah. It's you. You've been giving me the love and I've been missing, baby. Will you be my number one fan? It's you. How could heaven never send me such a blessing? Mama, help me understand. It's you. I've been living every second like I'm feeling looking good all by myself. It's you. I keep pretending that I'm loving every minute when I want somebody else. It's you. I believe I'm more than just a little sentimental, but I think you know me well. It's you. When I get to feeling somewhat caught up in the middle, baby, you're the only one I tell. It's you. And while I'm at it, girl, I'm faithfully romantic. I'll be loving you all my days. It's you. I just wanted to say, it's you.
All right. Oh, Kim, man. It's you. You know, Kim, man, after finishing high school, Kim dealt with homelessness, addiction, and, you know, no family, you know. He did not overcome these issues until he turned spiritually and got really into music. And it's it was his release off the album Promise to Love in 2014. He's a special brother, man. And, you know, a lot of these entertainers today, you know, they didn't all start off at the top, you know, and some of the, you know, some situations that you have in life, you know, if you get through them and battle them, as long as you keep it spiritual, you know what I mean, and you always keep God in your life, he'll always make a way for you. So I take my hat off to Kim. Now, you know, coming up on our segment with the Vegas Jazz Connection, we have Brother Dwayne coming on very shortly from Vegas. His topic today is going to be the great and the fabulous Bob James. As you know, last week he did on Pat Metheny, and it was fabulous. And, you know, we're going to have him on every week, and he's going to pick different jazz artists. So we're going to get him set up in a minute, and we're going to hear from Brother Dwayne. But at this time, we're going to get into a little Jill Scott. She just got married. Congratulations to Jill Scott.
Woke up this morning with a smile on my face. Jumped out of bed, took a shower, dressed, cleaned up my place. Made me some breakfast, toast, 2 scrambled eggs, grits. Grab my keys, grab my purse, grab my jacket off to work, beaming all the way down the. Is it the 30. Can't wait to get home. Nah, girl, I got something else to do. Damn, Jill, don't be fronting on your girls. Go ahead, really get your groove on. 'Cause tonight my man's coming through. Yeah, we gon' have to connect some other time. As much as I like to shake my thing on the dance floor, I got another nasty freaky just right where you're mine. Tonight, I'm gonna beat the high score. Is it the way you love me, baby? Yeah. Is it the way you love me,
All right. That homegrown Jill Scott, man. I remember going down and seeing her at the 5 spot, her and Vivian and my good friend Carol, and man, they used to kick it, man. So I take my hat off to Jill Scott. You know, she's with Jazzy Jeff and them, and they've put a lot of good time behind her, and she's doing well. And, you know, as like I said, she's got married, and congrats to that. Her career has been blooming. You know, she's acting and singing. She's just a great talent. Well, you know, we got our brother on, Brother Dwayne, today. He's going to come at us again with his segment of the Vegas Jazz Connection. Brother Rain, what's going on?
Hello, sir. How you doing, Brother Ben?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. It's glad to hear your voice, man. All the way straight from Vegas. What's going on? Let's bring us up to speed. What's up there, Brother Dwayne?
Well, first of all, let me say hello to all the listeners at WURD, listeners in Philadelphia and on the World Wide Web. Here in Vegas, on the jazz scene, we had Najee here last night. And on July the 9th, we have Kurt Whalum. Earl Klugh will be here on July 30th, and Peter White will be here August the 13th. But tonight, highlighted artist is Bob James. Bob James hail out of Marshall, Missouri. His styles cover genre jazz, smooth jazz, jazz fusion, crossover jazz, and jazz funk. His instruments of choice has always been a keyboard, the piano, or the synthesizer. He's been actively playing professionally for over 54 years. He has a bachelor's degree and master's degree in music. He attended the University of Michigan and Berklee College of Music in Boston. Bob James played a major role in the genre as we know it today as smooth jazz. He played with the legendary Stanley Turn team. He also worked and arranged many albums for Philadelphia favorite Grover Washington. He did the Inner City Blues in 1972, All of the King's Horses in 1972, Soul Box in 1973, and my favorite Grover Washington album, 1975, Mr. Magic. In 1975, he had a big selling album on his own label, Cap'n Z. These included his collaborations with Earl Klugh and David Sanborn. Now, Bob James produced a big selling album for Maynard Ferguson back in 1975, and the album was Primo Scream. He also did that Ferguson album, that highly successful album, Conquistador. In 1978, which was a real big thing for Bob, he did the theme for the sitcom Taxi. Now, that song Taxi was on his album called Touchdown. And that album came out in 1978. The reason why he called it Touchdown was because it was this big album that he produced. He won a Grammy in 1981. Most people know, but not really sure, Bob is the founding member of the group Foreplay. Foreplay consists of Lee Ritenour on guitar, Nathan East on bass, and Harvey Mason on drums. To his credit, Bob James has produced 31 solo albums. He had 14 albums with Foreplay. He had 13 collaborations. He did 4 trio albums, and he did most of his performances in the early and mid-'70s. He had 8 albums with Herbert Laws, and he actually did 3 films. That album in 1978, that commercial success album, which he did was Touchdown. He actually did that on his own label, but that sort of put him into a whole nother level. And that album featured Angela, which was the theme song from Taxi, Touchdown, I Want to Thank You Very Much, and Sunrunner. It also has a cut on there called Caribbean Night. On that specific album, he had Eric Gale on guitar, Earl Klugh on acoustic guitar, and he had the famous Idris Muhammad on drums, and he also had Steve Gadd on drums. He had Ralph McDonald on percussions, and he had Gary King on bass, Ron Carter on acoustic bass, and Hubert Laws on flute and alto saxophone. He had David Sanborn. It's amazing you have all these successful people on this album. He also had David Nathan, and he also had Charles McCracken.
Wow.
And his album he did actually peaked at number 37, and it was a Billboard's #1 jazz album. Amazing.
Wow. Wow, man! I tell you, hey, brother Dwayne. I mean, you really know. Hey, you know your jazz. I mean, you know Bob James. We've been following him. I've been to plenty of concerts with him. I caught him in New York with David Sanborn, and you know the things that he does. He has this one cut that he does with Chaka Khan and Phil Perry and the boy Bailey from Earth, Wind and Fire. They do Between the Sheets, and they do a live piece when they were in the studio. And I mean, this Bob James is a legend in his own. What's going on out there in Vegas, though? How's the weather?
The weather is extremely hot. It got up to about 112 degrees. But jazz is always hot in Vegas. Like I mentioned earlier, Najee was here last night. He performed over at the Aliante Casino. And I'm looking forward to seeing Kurt Whalen on July 9th.
All right. But
before we move any further, Brother Ben, I just want to make sure all our listeners out in Philadelphia and on the World Wide Web are listening to WURD. Next week, we will focus and highlight a Philadelphia favorite, Jeff Lober, who comes from Cheltenham. He'll be the topic next week.
All right. Listen, man, I couldn't, wait to put you involved with the show. I know you bring another level with your expertise and your know-how in this jazz. And you've always loved jazz, and I appreciate you coming on. We can't wait till next week. In parting, is there anything you can leave us with a good word on just give us something good to think about, and just give us one of your thoughts. What's going on?
The thought of the day is stay focused.
All right.
Tell everyone to stay focused. That's the word of the day, focus. But let me just tell you this before you go.
Yes.
You struck a strong nerve with me when you played that John LaPonte album. Last time I seen John LaPonte, he came on stage and he had a red, white, and blue violin and put on a hell of a performance.
Well,
that was a blast from the past with that cut.
Hey, well, let me say this to you. Like I said, we're up to volume 26, and one of the things that we want to do with your help and your arranging, and because you have an ear for this jazz just as well as we do, we want to make it different, and that's that's one thing about the Jazz Kitchen. We're going to give it to you a little different. But brother Dwayne, I want to say assalamu alaikum. Love to always hear from you. Can't wait till next week. And on that token, brother, peace. And see you next week.
Wa alaikum salam. You take care, Brother Ben.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That is Brother Dwayne with the Vegas Jazz Connection that will come to us every week with something different. And next week, like he said, we're going to do a Philadelphia legend, Mr. Jeff Lober. And getting right back to the jazz on WURD, you're listening to The Jazz Kitchen with Brother Ben, your host.
place in Philly to find Roland Martin
and Al Sharpton.
900 AM WURD Philadelphia.
And 900 AM WURD.com.
Pennsylvania's only black-owned talk radio station.
Dream of a land cocoa hue. Rich as the light, afro blue. Two lovers are face to face with undulating grace. Your jelly sway slip away to the stars and blue place. Shades of delight, cocoa hue. Rich as the night, afro blue. Dream of a land my soul is from. I hear a hand stroke on the drum. Shades of daylight, cocoa hue. Rich as the night, afro blue. Elegant boy, beautiful girl. Dancing for joy, elegant world. Shades of delight, cocoa hue. Rich as the night, afro blue. Two lovers are face to face with undulating grace. Gently sway and slip away to some secluded place. Shades of delight, cocoa hue. Rich as the night, afro blue.
You're listening to 900 AM WURD. This is Brother Daryl, your co-host. That was a little Robert Clasper featuring Eric Burdue, Afro Blue.
Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel. Maybe no one else will tell you, so remember that you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Now maybe no one else has ever told you so. But you're golden, baby, black gold with the diamond.
Esperanza Spalding. Wow. She's called Black Gold. Man, she's special. Well, I got a little treat for you guys out there in WURD. I got one of my best friends, my special brother, man. About a year ago, we took our mothers, me and this brother and brother Sadiq and myself, we took our mothers and we went and seen Chris Bodie. And it was to see our mothers smile and watch that man play that trumpet. We had a good time. But right now, man, I'm bringing my good brother to you all the way from Australia. My brother, Brother Parrish. What's up, my man?
Good evening, my friend. What's going on?
Hey, man, we sitting up here, man. I'm still, in a daze. My man LeBron brought that crown home to me. We'll talk about that sometime. But tonight, I wanted to let people know that they listening to the Jazz Kitchen in Australia.
And it's in the morning, man. It's hard to get that mellow this early in the morning with all this sunshine looking at the beach. But I got some people who always like to, get real and keep that Philly touch. Moving over here in the most isolated city in the world, you don't get any big radio stations, and you don't get that feel that I get from when I listen to Brother Benz and the advice and the safety. This is going off the chain over here. There's some people from New York. I've got people from Canada listening to it, but it's just weird because you got such a soft, smooth mood first thing in the morning. It's hard to, get on your groove. About to have some lunch, and it's nice and mellow and smooth and dark over there. I make myself like that. I have a Monday morning meeting so that when I get out at 11, I can chill out, have my lunch, and listen to the Soul Kitchen. And that Chris Bodie, when you play them, and then Anita Baker after, boy, that brings back memory.
Right. I was telling everybody we took our mothers that night. Remember that night we took our mothers to see Chris Bodie, man? What'd you think of that show?
Oh, that beautiful, old, authentic black church that they redid and made it into a little musical venue, and it was all ancient and all. It was just beautiful. And like you said, they blew, and I remember seeing little Ben smile and our mother's smile. We drove all the way from Philly and a couple cars, and that's how we roll. We go to where the action is.
That's right. So what's going on down there in Australia?
Well, everybody worried about that Britex. The dollar's going down. My money ain't worth anything over there now. They're killing the Australian dollar.
Right.
Go back and buy some gold. What you got any advice in real estate advice and the investments? What do you got, Brother Ben?
Well, I gotta go with brother Dwayne. He said we need to be focused. So what we really need to do is turn that CNN on and those NSBC news stations and stay in touch and find out what's going on. They'll break it down for you. Like he said, man, just keep focused. And I mean, by you being on that world stage, you've traveled all over. You lived in Hong Kong. You've been in California, you've been all over to Switzerland. I mean, you're a traveling man, and I know you'll find a way. Man, anything that you hear, anything that I hear, and we'll keep posted. But we always want to be able to reach out to you down there in Perth, and I'm glad that you're spreading the word because yes, you're right. The Jazz Kitchen is international, and I'm always going to reach out to you and make sure that you bring everybody up to speed on what's going up here in Philly. So, in closing, what is a good word you can give us from down under?
The good word is keep your head up, look after yourself, and always throw one smile a day at someone.
Right.
One smile, at minimum, just a smile.
Okay.
All right.
Listen, Brother Parrish, man, I love you, man. I hope that your mother's listening.
Okay.
She's my mom, and I always make sure she's cool. And I really appreciate you calling in, man. And let everybody know I'm going to send some jazz tapes down there for you so you can put them on and send them around. And I appreciate that. And we'll talk to you in the near future.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right, my brother. Peace. glad to be back. This is the WURD 900 AM. You're listening to the Jazz Kitchen. I'm your host, Brother Ben. I had my good brother call me all the way from Australia. And, you know, every week we're going to be bringing someone on from different sections and, you know, just to let you know what's going on other sides of the world. You know, all the music that you hear, these cuts and some of them are soundtracks, some of them are, you know, female artists, jazz musicians. We put them on volumes. We have volume number 1 all the way to volume number 26. So we just did that today. These CDs you can pick up around the city. We have various places where they're on sale. One of the places that they're on sale in the Philadelphia area is Michael's Barbershop and Salon at Ogance and Cheltenham Avenue. You can also get these CDs at First Hair Decision on 40th Street between Chestnut and Sansom Street. And you also can get them through the Hair Company at Germantown and Price Street in the Germantown area. But if you'd like for us to send you these CDs through the mail, you can call us direct at area code 215-678-0470. Again, 215-678-0470. Oh, wow. This has been a good night. The BET Awards are on, and in the studio we can watch it on the television. You know, many artists are on. Samuel Jackson won a major award as the Humanitarian Award of the Year, Lifetime Achievement. See a lot of good performers on there. Maxwell was performing one of his new cuts, and we're going to be featuring Maxwell on. He's a very good artist. I'd like to bring to everybody's attention that this show is sponsored by TrainOSHA.com, which is a construction management company in this tri-state area. We do construction monitoring, construction security, and we also teach construction certifications, which is the 10 and the 30-hour OSHA training. We are also sponsored by Thomas Mortgage Company, located in Jenkintown. Michael Thomas does a lot of FHA mortgages, refinancing, does a little credit repairing. He's real big on commercial loans for guys out there looking to do commercial building and developers. He has some good commercial. He has some loans where you don't need any documentation, no income needed, and he has business lines of credit. You know, he's I personally know Mr. Thomas. Me and Mr. Thomas grew up together and worked in several businesses together, and he's a hustler, and he knows how to get it done. He's well respected, and he will definitely look out for your best interests. So if you're looking for a mortgage or you're looking for a commercial loan, need money, guys out there in investment, flipping properties, he's the man that you need to see. Mike Thomas, Thomas Mortgage Company in the Jenkintown area. You can reach him at area code 703-896-2116. Again, area code 703-896-2116. Thomas Mortgage Company. Mike Thomas, proprietor, owner, CEO. He'll get it done. And then if you let him know that you heard us, he'll definitely take a couple points off that rate for you. All right, getting right back to that jazz.
We need to come together now. There's confusion all over the world. Just look around, yeah. Just open your doors and your windows now, 'cause the sun is going down. It started to lose its shine, just like the flowers need rain. Just like seasons change, go as far as you can and just push it. and people go. Hard in the breeze. Can't find no direction and no stability. Said it would be nice we could all just get along, like the hummingbird singing a song. Something's in the air. We need more humility, 'cause we don't even care. Just like the flowers need the rain, just like the seasons change. Go as far as you can and just I don't understand the purpose of dividing lines inside of your hands. Can't you see it's the same? It's the same. They can say what they like. Nobody cares who's wrong or right. The fact is that you're my brother and I never change, no, never change, no. No. Don't you wanna be free? Like the leaves that's falling from the trees. There's no difference between you and me. So just push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push that. Come on now.
That was Push, Tyrese Martin, a two-time Grammy Award-winning artist, music producer from LA. This track was released from the album Velvet Portraits.
Don't you know that I want to be more than just your friend? Holding hands is fine, but I've got better things on my mind. You know it could happen if you'd only see me in a different light. Baby, when we finally get together, you will see that I was right. Don't treat me like I was ice.
Let me say something. If you know me, you know I'm a Patty Austin lover. I've been following Patty, man, for years. You say you love me. Patty made her debut at the Apollo at the age of 4. She had her first contract with RC Records when she was only 5 years old. Say You Love Me was released on the album And the End of the Rainbow in 1976. Patty Austin was one of the first female entertainers, or first entertainer to have a duet with Michael Jackson. You know, Patty Austin is Quincy's. Quincy, he couldn't do nothing without her, man. And I've been following Patty. I remember years ago when the Valley Forge Music Fair was open. I went out there and seen Patty, and she's a comedian. She loves to tell jokes and things and sing, and she's just fabulous, man. I've watched Patty. Patty's all that. And I know she's still making albums and singing. I know she's been on Broadway. Most of her acclaim is she's a jingle singer. Them commercials you hear, Coca-Cola and Pennies, that's Patty Austin's voice. So I've always had a love for her. She's in my top 5 of all-time female vocalists. I'm a female vocalist. I love female vocalists. So to keep it moving with female vocalists, which is one of my best, the great Miss Chaka Khan.
Look in your eyes and I can see you love so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. You
Chaka's up there too. She's in my top 5, man. Through the Fire. You know, Chaka Khan, better known as the Queen of Funk. Chaka Khan's career has spanned over 4 decades, over 70 million recorded albums worldwide. Through the Fire released off the album I Feel You in 1984. You know, I got a chance to check Chaka out. She was down in Atlantic City, man, and boy, man, she put on a hell of a concert. You know, I use an analogy when I talk to a lot of people. You know, I am a teacher, and in my career that I do, besides the Jazz Kitchen, and I always tell people, you know, I have what is called the Chaka Khan syndrome, because most of the entertainers that ever backed up Chaka Khan, when they leave her, they always go out and have their own career because they learn from her. No one knows the business like her. So Chaka's like, you know, one of my favorites, and I've always, you know, listened to her back even when she was with Rufus. She's the greatest. She's collaborates with a lot of different artists. They love her. You know, I was at a Grammys one time. It was called the Grammys of the Divas. And Celine Dion, the great late Whitney Houston, Nita Baker. I mean, they all were there, and they just loved Chaka. Where's Chaka? That's all I heard all night. So I have a lot of love for her. Like I said, she's in my top 5. The late, great Phyllis Hyman. I mean, wow. I mean, we've got some fabulous singers out there. Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Mary J. I mean, we got some good singers out there on the female side. So keeping this jazz moving, you're listening to WURD. This is the Jazz Kitchen. I'm your host, Brother Ben. All right. Had to switch up there a little bit, put my main man on there, Freddie Hubbard with South Street Stroll. I think after the show tonight, I might stroll on down South Street, see what's going on down there. Freddie Hubbard was an American jazz trumpeter. He was known primarily for playing in the bebop, hard bop, and post bop styles from the early 1960s. South Street Stroll was off the album A Soul Experience in 1969. You're listening to WURD 900 AM on your dial. This is the Jazz Kitchen with Brother Ben. All right. Hello. Okay. Where we go. Greg Caracas, Soul Secrets. Greg Caracas is a Grammy-winning smooth jazz keyboard, disc producer, composer, and pianist. Originally from the Washington, D.C. area, Bowie, Maryland area. Off the album Soul Secrets 2014. All right. All right. Boy, this one here is sneaking out the front door by Keith Fandring. Man, Keith is a British-born soul jazz guitarist known for his heavy use of 1970s style musical nuance. The track was released from the album Don't Talk, Dance, 2014. Well, we're coming up on the hour. It's that time again. Always that comes to the end, everything good. But you know, we're going to be back next week. I want to thank my sponsors, TrainOsha.com, and my other sponsors, Thomas Mortgage Company. I want to thank my sponsors because without them, we couldn't do the show. I definitely want to have a shout out to my brother there in Perth, Australia. Okay, Brother Parrish, for chiming in with us, letting us know what's going on down there and that the people down under are listening to the Jazz Kitchen. And as you know, every week we have our little show that we have with the Vegas Jazz Connection, where Brother Dwayne, he featured Bob James, gave us the whole background on it. You know, Brother Dwayne breaks it down for you, lets us know what's going on out there in the West Coast. And we'll have him on every week. Next week, he's going to be featuring Jeff Lober, which is a Philadelphia area-based musician. I want to thank everybody in the tri-state area for listening to us tonight. Remember, this is WURD 900 AM. You can always listen to us on the web, and you can always listen to us 24 hours a day, 365 days a year on YouTube. On behalf of the Jazz Kitchen, I want to thank my producer engineer today, Mr. Eric Nixon. Does a fabulous job. Without him and his professionalism, his show is, he keeps us moving. He's teaching me every day, giving me great ideas on how to go forward with this show. I appreciate everybody working with me and taking their patience. We're going to get it together. My co-host, which is my partner, the producer and the arranger of the Jazz Kitchen, Mr. Darryl Jones. He's always, here with me, keeping me posted, keeping me up on what's going on. He's got he has a fabulous arranging. His ear for music is awesome. He's not going to be with us next week. He's a lucky man. He's going away. You gonna be listening?
Yes, I will be listening.
Yeah, you gonna be down in Jamaica?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna turn them on in Jamaica about the Jazz Kitchen, right?
I'll be in Ocho Rios.
That's right. Let them know that it ain't always about that reggae, about that jazz. But I want to thank my listeners out there. I want everybody to always understand to keep everything and keep everything in perspective. This world's going through a lot of different changes. As Brother Dwayne said, keep focus. And Brother Parrish left with us to always, give someone a smile, and like I say, the Jazz Kitchen is a non-profit organization that feeds the homeless in the tri-state area. And it's nothing like that smile that, people give me back when I feed them in the morning. I go around all the different train stations, Amtrak's in Wilmington, Delaware, and in Philadelphia, and I feed the homeless, different sections of the city of Philly. We go and we feed the homeless, and there's nothing like that smile that you get when you are giving someone something. Like I said, I want to thank everyone for listening in today. This was a special show. Thank all my guests. TrainOsha.com is one of our major sponsors, and Thomas Mortgage Company, Mr. Nixon, and I want you to have a safe trip, my co-host. And like I say, always remember, in order to get down, you got to get in deep. And remember, like the Reverend says, keep it real. Peace.
Hey. where singing and laughter and smiles are free. Singing music can get you there. Just follow me. The sight of sunshine when life makes it hard just to breathe. Open the windows of your mind and then you will see that you can laugh this side of sunshine.